Uh, Good morning, everyone. Today in this session, we are going to see how to create a components and what are props and properties and JSX. And in the last session, I have said that we can use the two types of components: function-based components and a class-based component. So first in the session, we are going to see the function-based, and then in later sessions, we are going to see the the class-based component. So let me create a basic website using a bootstrap. So for using a bootstrap, you already know we need to copy the code from the official documentation and we need to paste it in the HTML, the CSS and the JavaScript. So let me go back and copy the JS from the official documentation. Let me paste and the save. Now I'm able to get the now I can use the bootstrap, and after that I will, with the help of neighbor, I will show what's the purpose of a component. So let me see. Oh, I'm saving it here. So just go to VS Code and paste your code in app.js. So just replace whatever the text that we are having here. So let me say before pasting the code here. So the function will return only one component at the time. Like if you want to return any here itself, it will not. Like if you write anything here, it will give a warning again. So better don't do that. Um, like even if it's saying that it will not, like just like right, if you write it here it will not. So better to use in the return statement itself. And here you can use the JSX, which is a combination of HTML and JavaScript. So if you heard of, if you have having a doubt with the JSX, that does not, that just mean that you are writing the JavaScript in HTML with the help of the brackets. That also we'll see in the session. Like if I paste all this and let me go back and copy it again and go back and let me paste all this. So while pasting, there will be a few errors because in the there is a difference between JavaScript and React.js. So wherever there is a name with the class, that need to be replaced with the class name. So remember that it should be replaced with the class name. And where there is an hash, hr is equal to hash, that need to replace with the backslash. So that also you need to do. So after doing these two, just go back and it gives some warning which is ignorable. Like you can go to the browser and you can see your page is working very fine. Let me show you, like let me change the text of home to home one to just tell you that it's going to work. Home one, it's changed, right? So that's all. And for example, if I want to write the other code for a login or logout or the logic about the form and all, again I need to write whole code in the app.js, which will be of more lines of code. So rather than writing all these thing into one, we can just use a component. Like in the source folder, we will be creating a folder called components, and in the components we will be creating a JavaScript file. Like for example, if you want to work with the Java navbar, then I can create a navbar.js file. Here I just need to use a React by using RFC. So if you use the ES7 extension and if you write RFC and if you click on enter, you can see everything was predefined. You just need to write whole code in this development. So for example, the code, let me remove all this. Let me remove all this and paste it in the navbar file. Control X and just save the file and go back to navbar and paste your code here and just see. Now if you go back and see the browser, nothing will be reflected there because we wrote the navbar but we are not imported it anywhere. So if you see in the app.js, we are not imported it here. So for writing the navbar in the return element, you just need to use navbar.js. And if you write it here, you can see in the top it's automatically imported from the components.navbar. And if you save the file and if you go back, you can see we got the file. So let me do a change. Let me remove one element from the like we will see first how many we are having pricing as element, right? So let me remove the pricing from here So to see the changes whether it's done or not, you can see the pricing is got disappeared. So that's all. So basically we are using components to store all the different JavaScript files and give it to the app.js with the name itself. And here comes the props are nothing but properties. For example, if I want to change anything here, like if I want to change the value of home to any value that I need, that value has to be a if I want to send it using a app.js file, then I can write it as title is equal to home. And then here, if I write title is equal to home, now the title will with the home will be carried. If you want to take it to the navbar, then I can use a name property is called props. Like if I write props, that means it's a property. So just not require this because it's function based, right? So it's not required. And in place of the home, I just need to write props dot title. Then save the file and go back and see it's there. If you want me to change the other, like the second one is a features, right? So let me remove the features from here, and I just need to write props dot if we let me write nav 2. Let me write it here. So if you write nav 2, that means you need to also you need to also give the value to the nav 2 here itself. Say that let me write it as about, and then save and go back. Now you can see the features has got updated to about. So this is the how you can use the prop. So if you want to send anything from the app.js to the navbar, then we can use the properties or props, and RFC is to import the React function. So that's about the video. In the upcoming videos, we are going to see the class based components, and we also see one full single page application. So if you like the video, please just like it and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.